Hello. I decided not to focus my attention on my opponent's procedural errors. However, he will lose this round based on my counterplan, which offers a better solution than abolishing prisons entirely. First of all, my opponent mentioned the Darren Wilson case, where a white police officer shot a black boy, Michael Brown, to his death. He claims that people are considering him a hero and that he isn't going to jail because of racism. However, this is a false accusation and this is opinionated. According to a Huffington Post article, Mr. Brown had committed at least 2 felonies, possibly 3 during that incident, so the police officer was dealing with a criminal. And in this case, the police officer was dealing with a criminal who was resisting arrest. So maybe if Mr. Brown hadn't committed his crimes and this gentleman hadn't resisted arrest, then he wouldn't be dead today. Therefore, you could not conclude that this only happened because Michael Brown was black. Police officers are highly trained officials, and had this been a white boy who committed a crime, resisted arrest, and potentially threatened the police officer's life, the same outcome would have been likely. As tragic as the case is, the boy committed a crime and the cop was doing his job in defending his own life that could have been at risk. While there are many disputes over the case, the only thing I do know is there would be a 0% chance that this cop could be punished for the crime if all prisons were abolished. So there was a possibility that he could have went to jail, but if prisons are abolished entirely like he's calling for, then there will be a 0% chance that someone like Darren Wilson could get arrested. At least with the current system, and with the prisons for racial hate crimes like my counterplan calls for, there's a higher percentage of incarcerating people who commit racial hate crimes. Also, his main argument is that blacks are going to be targeted. If this statement is true, his plan for abolishing prisons will once again only further this problem. Those who are already incarcerated for racial hate crimes will be released and can easily reoffend, because what will be preventing them from doing so? Furthermore, those who are yet to commit these crimes will be able to do so without the possibility of being imprisoned. So what will be stopping them? My counterplan is the best possible solution. Racism will be reduced. Not to say my plan is going to be perfect, but is the best possible solution to the ongoing racial injustices that my opponent has been focusing on. His plan is just giving the colored people an even worse opportunity. Finally, my opponent is not solving for anything. By abolishing prisons, he is just allowing for society to function as it already is. Now, it is solely a question of if people who commit racial hate crimes should be imprisoned or not. And the only way to solve the discriminatory attitudes toward colored people is by putting my counterplan into action and allowing prisons to only arrest people for racial hate crimes. In this close debate, you should vote for me because my counterplan is the only way white people could be punished for killing and abusing people of color. I hope you take all my points into consideration. Thank you.